music multiverse listeners, and welcome back to Beyond Your Radio. It's Unknown Sundays. That's right. It's time to talk about another band, artist, or something in the music multiverse that might be relatively unknown to some of our watchers, listeners, music appreciators that they kind of missed. They might be interested in a rabbit hole of music to explore from the past, present, to go down, get in there. If this is your first time joining us, well, welcome. If this is not, then you know this is an extension of the article section of beyondyourradio.com. Beyondyourradio.com is packed with the last 3 years of what I've done with the panelists, by myself, all these musical shows and articles written there. So you can explore those. The links are there as well for especially this band. So if you want the full detail, it's there in the written format. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I'm not offended. But if you're looking for interesting connection to new music, new rabbit holes to explore, these Unknown Sundays are not just all about present bands that passed. They're even farther past and way past. Subscribe. You'll get the notice. A little thing will happen, and you'll know a show's been pushed out. Please always feel free to leave a comment. I usually respond to every single one in one way or another. I love the musical banter, of course. And of course, if you like what we're doing here per video, then boy, I would give it a thumbs up. That kind of gives the algorithm a little happiness, and we get more chances out there to be seen. When you're an addict for finding albums like this guy, things you don't have, and for some reason I don't. I want it all. It won't matter whether you're in a record store purposely, or you sway your attention to browsing digitally these websites that fancy the estranged, less popular, but nonetheless possibly fantastic. I mean, you'll go through everything piece by piece, just looking for that one that just gets you. Get you to click, put it in my cart. Not as exciting as being in an actual record store, but gotta say, it beats the travel to get to some of these. Happy Father's Day to all on this beautiful Unknown Sunday 2026, where I'm going to take you to my third favorite thing to do on a day like this, which is, I've been left to my own devices. Terribly dangerous, most would say. This day is the one that maybe one of 2 days that I can maybe do this kind of thing. Father's Day, birthday, maybe. Maybe Beyond Your Radio's birthday, although I don't really remember when that is. So it's the idea of going to the record store and just spending a ridiculous amount of time there and flipping through every single possible CD, album, trying to find that obscure thing that I've been missing, something that catches my interest, something I've never seen before, and give it a chance. On this particular Father's Day, I'm allowed to do that, but I'm also, flipping of records of internet pages too. So this would be on that idea of I don't know, it's sort of like some Twilight Zone afflicted audio Groundhog Day, where I just it never ends, and maybe at the end I don't even care about anything else, and I'm just stuck there forever in a record store. I could write that. Oh, what are the other two things I like to do? Wouldn't you like to know? This one I owe to the digital page flipping and the search and seizure of Ken Golden's wonderful website, lasercd.com, which I've mentioned before on this channel. But in this instance, I'm going to talk about his bravery to truly go where most record stores dare to go, beyond your radio and into foreign country back catalogs, where you can fall in love with odd gems that really probably would have never permitted or permeated or found its way to your ear. And on this particular Father's Day, I'm going to the heavier stoner post-rock and progressive nature of a band from Bergen, Norway. I know you're shocked because I've been to Bergen many times, but you will when you hear how damn fine this sonic palette is. Absolutely professional delivery that has a cool blues range in it. Heavy blues, don't get me wrong. Progressive hinting doom reach too. This is Himmellegeme on Unknown Sundays 2026. Mississippi. Well, in Norwegian progressive blues heavy rock, let's translate to Himmellegeme. Yeah. You knew I was going to play. Celestial body or heavenly body. And no, 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 no. Not based on the heavy riffing, blistering chord structures and the deep, demanding, and wide range vocal expression of this quintet. I'm going to tell you, no, 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 they're not talking about Jennifer Love Hewitt or some Norwegian supermodel's body that's a wonderland. No, these fine Scandinavian progressive rockers are deep into the waves, emotion, and mind trip of a body of music, despite the Norwegian lyrics, in most cases, absolutely spot on is this band in their approach to providing an excellent full on spatial listen in post rock. This is a band that should be on a lot of dockets for amazingly rich process development. This band could register a definitive space, heavy progressive rock vibe and riff, but it's the places, the piano, keyboard, and the incredible vocal range that send you, that puts them in a categorical place with that of, well, like a pop vocal Keen meeting Pink Floyd, stirred maybe by Sigur Rós, and even atmospheric contemplations with Motor Psycho meets even Porcupine Tree, and the airbag went off. I hope you know who Airbag is so that reference didn't fall on deaf ears. Anyway, maybe you catch the sonic, grandiose, and detail-driven nature of this impressive band through other bands in that same circle and cycle of music that I just mentioned. I know that once I decided to take the purchasing plunge, and there's only two available at this juncture, Ken really made it easy for me because the prices were they were sweet, all right, and he has a tendency to do those kind things to things that might have been sitting around, even though they don't deserve to be sitting around. So if you haven't picked up on the dark psychedelic description, let me send it home to you. When I began track, the Shaping Mirrors Like Smoke is the first track on the second record. After completing the first record, which is called Myth of Earth, I realized immediately that that their signature guitar elongation, I understood the universe stretching emotive playmanship in it, and a second album banging in at this nature is not a mistake. I liken this to the idea of the Tea Party when you hear something for the first time and you're like, wow, I don't know, can they pull that off again? Well, this is the real thing. They pulled this off. They pulled this off, right here, the first album, and then they go heavy, more in depth, and right into the second. Um, Now there's kind of English and Norwegian lyrical blending, but that doesn't even have to work for the first couple of listens because I'm entranced and wilding out in the spacious orbit and sound they're weaving in huge places and in the microcosm of a single star, perhaps, if you're following my space idea. The bending, the riffing, and solo effort of Ein Alexander Olsen on lead guitar is channeling David Gilmour, Neil Schon of Journey, Robert Fripp of King Crimson, and the obtuse reach and rallying of Hedvig Malmsted. Um, those are wicked guitar players that I'm just mentioning right there. In different frames of progressive rock, post rock, classic rock, even blues rock, a wide variety and a way to make it all work in this space. Now, the other powerhouse in here is the reaction, the reach, and the varied delivery of a vocalist named Alexander Vormestrand. It came across in a vapor like a Tom Chaplin of Keane, or the depth of someone like Einar Solberg of Leprous, or finally in the alt opera oddity of Tom York of Radiohead. That's quite the three blends if you're thinking about how this goes, right? And the bending the vocal notes, stretching, or even using perfect staccato immersion. It'll catch you off guard, but using it to spice up your attention and the reach of every inch of sound coming at you, like it does on Let the Mother Burn. Or if he feels like it, he can do a Scott Weiland Stone Temple Pilots psycher like Caligula, which will rock you off your progressive platform for a minute. And while that's all going on, it's layered, right? And that layering and spatial awareness and rhythm management and the proclivities are there from Lawrence Litzkian, um, who's the keyboardist. The choices made there, and jams Eric Alfredson, rhythmic choices on bass, and the pocket and rocket of Leave Martin Green's progressive and sort of percussive, doomy rush like feel. The quintet, they're flying in the same direction of a tightly wound, protected, and sort of this explicitly controlled atmospheric rock band with the keys to the European kingdom, I'm pretty sure. I mean, if the people in Europe aren't hearing about this, I don't know what the hell they're doing. It's to get out of the club for a minute, crying out loud, but in need of an opening spot somewhere in the Northern Hemisphere because I don't know anything about them. We need to set those musical gunships on this side of the earth. Um, there are tons of opportunities for this band. They could open for a wide variety of different rock, hard rock, doom, stoner, psychedelic, progressive shows. And in that, I my plea is this: here's hoping that Himmellegeme have hearkened honestly and heavenly and heathenly into another bombastic atmospheric studio somewhere. I don't care where. Hey, it can be that desert hole that Jay Buchanan was in to make another record because I haven't seen anything or discussions or anything and postings and stuff really since 2022. I've got a record here. This is 2017 and this is 2021. So, I went looking. I went to look at the other members of the band, all these pieces, and I don't see them anywhere else. So that is very encouraging. And since that is happening, I'm extremely hopeful that because this is about the time, you got 17, 21, 26 would make sense considering the detail that these records have. And since Charisma Records hasn't pulled it off the site or said no longer attached or whatever, I'll be looking to the Audioverse. And if you do go down this excellent 2-album rabbit hole, I think you'll be looking to. Himmellegeme albums. I obviously which ones are in my collections. I got them right there. But Myth of Earth is 2017, and Variola Vera 2021. Did you know this Bergen band? Now that you know Pink Floyd, Motorcycle, Radiohead, Fripp, Schon, Gilmore, Keane, all this great things all in this one man. What do we call those? Black hole just before the black hole, exploding sun. Man, check it out. Honestly, let me know what you think. And of course, if you're from Bergen, details, details, details. See them live. Let me know. And of course, shout out to the band. If you're available, give me a little social media click, and love to have a chit chat. See what you're doing. Maybe get a heads up. Because I got a feeling number three. This is going to create one hell of a great trilogy of progressive post rock and psychedelic spatial expression that the northern side of this world needs a better experience, more sales, more connectivity. Next Unknown Sunday, we're going to a special kitchen. You might not be the kitchen you're thinking. We're on the web at beyondyourradio.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, of course, and we do the TikTok, where you got articles, videos, podcasts coming soon. Go Beyond Your Radio. That's a real music appreciation channel. As always, thanks for watching. Busy week ahead. There'll be a show every day. Thanks for watching, and happy listening.